fanatics out there. Glad you are with us for another edition of Gridiron Gab Pro Style, where we gab about all things pro football, from the scoops of the regular season to scores of the in the postseason and the picks of the off season. Let's start gabbing. Welcome back, all you Gridiron fanatics out there. Hope you guys have been doing great. I took a little hiatus, and I hope that's okay. Hope you guys are doing great. Don't forget to go by and subscribe to the channel on your way in, and like the video if you like it. Also, go to the Facebook page of the same name, Gridiron Gab Pro Style, and check out the things I'm doing. I've been running kind of slack, guys, but it's been really busy trying to get my platform set up for you guys, and with the season around the corner, got a lot of stuff to try to get done, especially in the world of pro football, as we've seen some stories have broken today. But we're going to focus on those Cincinnati Bengals in a minute. Of course, let's get this housekeeping done before we get into the main spot of the video. Go to my All Carolina Panther page in Growlin' and Prowlin' and check me out over there. You can see all the latest releases and doings of the Carolina Panthers as they get ready to wrap up day 2 of their training camp, full practice that is. Also go to Talk Like a Champion, and if you are a Notre Dame fan, as I am, go and check and see what stories I'm working on and can get you the top bids on. But without further ado, we got 2 major stories that are breaking. Of course, one is about the franchise QB Joe Burrow, and the other one is about arguably the best player on their defense, Trey Hendrickson. And of course, we'll go with the latter story that's non-Joe Burrow-ish. As we found out yesterday, the Cincinnati Bengals extended Trey Hendrickson to a pretty good deal, but this became more about spreading out the money as opposed to giving him a raise, which is what they wanted to do. According to Field Yates, the Bengals gave Trey Hendrickson a 1-year extension that included $21 million in new money, a $5 million raise for 2023, as well as $16 million in 2025. Well, what this deal does is it gives the Cincinnati Bengals a little bit of leeway. Of course, with you guys know about the Joe Burrow saga. Not only is Joe Burrow got to get his payday, we all know it's coming. Everybody knows about the Justin Herbert $260 million deal, as well as T. Higgins has to get paid. These are 2 deals that have to get done in the summer. But then there's another deal that has to be made, and a lot of people are not talking about, which is Logan Wilson. Logan Wilson's a guy that has to get paid as well. Hopefully the Cincinnati Bengals have kept that in their backseat windows, which I'm sure they have. They're doing everything they can. And of course, the other guy that's got to get paid possibly the summer coming up is going to be Jamar Chase. That's pretty much a given at this point. This guy's got to get paid. But the big story at this junction is going to be Trey Hendrickson getting his extension, and the Bengals retaining him through the 2025 year. A guy who has put up pretty good numbers and has been a boss on that defensive line. Pretty much everything that they hoped they would get when they signed him from the Saints. Now, let's get into the Joe Burrow getting hurt and being carted off at practice today. According to reporters, Joe Burrow was attempting to scramble on a play and apparently came up hobbling and was sitting on the ground as he held his calf muscle. Now, it's not saying that this is something that's going to be long, standing, or nagging, but it's possibly something that it's possibly something that's going to keep him out of all of training camp. Most definitely, he won't be playing. But this is definitely huge if you're a Cincinnati Bengal fan. Joe Cool coming up hobbling and was carted off today. But as we said, we haven't had any type of update on it. What we're hearing is that it's possibly a strained calf. He will, of course, be evaluated. And the way it looked, a lot of people were talking about it was possibly Achilles, and I don't think so. And some of my the people that I talked to don't think that it was either. He was grabbing pretty much the meat of the calf muscle. And it's to the non-ACL side, which is always good news. But yeah, it does appear that he grabs that calf and he's carted off, but more than likely it's going to be a muscle strain, and usually those last anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Hopefully this is not one of those. Any of you guys know anything about Carl Anthony Towns? He had one that was right there at the base of the calf, and where the calf and the Achilles hook up. And it kept him out for a while. I would venture to say it would say most of the season. But hopefully this is not an injury that's going to keep Joe Cool out, because I do enjoy watching the Cincinnati Bengals as well as those receivers and so on and so forth. They have such a great receiving core, but Joe Burrow has such a rapport with those guys. And we're hoping and wishing for a speedy recovery. That's what's going on today. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Mr. CeeLo. And see the other dealings that I'm into. Also check my videos out on YouTube, and make sure you catch up with me. If you got any comments or questions about the vid or whatnot, or you want to put your 2 cents in, please go to my Facebook pages or even my Instagram, Mr. CeeLo, and be sure to hit up Gridiron Gab on Facebook if you guys have any comments or want to come up with ways that we can make the show better. But once again, Joe Burrow was injured at practice, so hopefully this is going to turn out well. But like I said, get back with me, and until the next time, keep on gabbing.